Life is a story just like you rehearsed. I love worship music. Personally, it's my all-time ultimate favorite. And there's a line in one of the songs that says, it's just story, just like I rehearsed. And this is so true. The frequency and the resonance and the energy of this is deeply rooted and grounded in truth. It is a story, just like we rehearsed. And the beauty in that is in the beliefs of that. When we have beliefs that life can transform and life can change, and it doesn't have to take a lifetime to change a lifetime, we get really deeply grounded and rooted and connected in truth and realize that we've been living real lives, that we've been rehearsing real lives, rehearsing, repeating, continuing to say, and continuing to live in. And when we realize life is a story just like I rehearsed, sometimes it's difficult because sometimes we realize that we've been living in a victim mentality and a victim mindset and repeating the same stories over and over again. And everything we do has a purpose. Everything, even the things that we think are purposeless and meaningless, are not. They all have a purpose and they all have a meaning. And I recently had someone say, Sarah, don't you like you have to make meaning of everything? I don't have to. I choose to, because I choose to really contemplate and to be with, and I choose to recreate every day. I choose to recreate my life. I choose to choose. A lot of us say, oh, I don't have a choice. This is the way it is. This is the way that life is. And that's absolutely untrue. So that's another lie that we're living in. That's proof of a lie that we're living in. And life is a story, just like I rehearsed. If you're living a story of, I can't because, and your story is the following because it's a validation, it's a justification, and it's an explanation of why you can't. And whether you say you can or you can't, you're right. So you get to be in the energy of being right all the time. And a lot of us get in the energy of complaining and saying, oh, it can't be this way because, and this is what society says, and this is the family that I come from, and this is the culture that I'm a part of, and this is my current situation. And our current situation becomes a death sentence. And we say, well, this is my current situation. So this is the death of me. This is the end of me. And we say things like that. And it's just simply not true. It's just simply not true. But that comes from internal unconscious beliefs that we have about ourselves, about the world at large, and about our place and our position in it, about whether we're worthy of receiving the things that we desire, about whether we're good enough, about whether we're qualified enough, or what other people think about us or going to think about us. And so we can keep ourselves in the energy of success or failure. And even people who experience success sometimes have fear of success. And so they alter and they hinder, and then they reach this particular milestone, and then they realize I hit a glass ceiling, I hit a glass wall. Like there's nothing literally physically preventing me, stopping me from continuing to grow, from continuing to expand and evolve and make a difference in the lives of others and myself. So what the hell? And a lot of us get stuck in this, but we realize it we're living the life of the story that we tell ourselves. I realized I saw something recently that said your current life is a result of your answered prayers. And I looked around at my life and realized the life I'm currently living is the life I used to pray about because it gets to be what we make it mean. It gets to mean that we're free, or it gets to mean that we're captive. And the stories that we create around that come from our internal unconscious beliefs, and they support us. They're the structure and the blueprint of the system that is our lives. So there's our beliefs, and first we make them, and then they make us. And so are we held captive? Are we a prisoner of our beliefs and validating that through our word? Or are we setting ourselves free? And are we helping others become set free through the power of our beliefs and our word and the stories that support and structure and surround it? So we are living the life that we say. So it really gets to be that. And when we tap in and tune into and connect to the power of word, word is creation. So what is it that you desire to create? What is the life that you desire to experience expressed? Because that is reality, and reality is in the present, right? Or we can say, well, the reality is my present is this, so it will always be this way. It will never change. And we can own that as a reality, or we can say, no, screw that. The reality is we're constantly evolving, we're ever growing, we're ever changing, we're ever learning, we're ever expanding. and I'm moving towards this, I'm expanding towards that, and I'm open to this, an open frequency and energy versus a constricted, contracted, closed off kind of energy that we're stuck in the story of, well, reality is, oh, if we look at other people, they're evidence of a reality that they desired being manifest, being present, being the reality. And so when you find yourself comparing, you can honor, glorify that. Wow, I'm comparing that. That means that that is available. There might be some action steps, and most likely there are, because it's not just going to drop in your lap from the sky and go, oh, here you go. You asked for this, here you go. So there's asking for it, there's believing for it, there's moving towards it, and it all is part of this process and this journey, but you're living the life that you've declared over your life with your word and with your belief. Ah, that's my little riff and rant for today. When you're ready to take this further and deeper into what this means for you and to really how you can experience a breakthrough, all of the stories that are limiting you, I would love to connect with you. You can find out more at sarahpacaro.com. Love you guys. That's it for today. Bye for now.